Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot shop. I'm here to do my October. I'm a little bit late and I haven't posted a weekly for a while. I hope to catch up soon. So I'm going to be doing my October What is Your Love Story first, and then I'll be doing a weekly reading later, hopefully. So we're going to take a look and see what comes up. I'm going to be using an opening message from the Fairy deck, and then I'm going to be using my Everyday Witch Tarot deck to do the reading this time, and not the story, not the original story deck that I created this spread with. So focusing on October energies, and I'm going to shuffle, focusing on the spread and on the reading. General message, I will be putting a link below. I also created a new oracle for those that are interested, and it is the Healing Hands, Beach Angel Tarot Healing Hands oracle, and this is to be read intuitively. I will also put a link below for it. In fact, I will pull, I'm going to pull, I'll pull one for everyone for October's love story and see what comes up. So this image is to be read intuitively. I'll give you a little bit of what, I have a key sheet made for it. I'll give you a little bit of what I see and sense in it as well for love story energy for October. I just have not had time to do a reading with it or put up a link. I've been doing daily readings, or daily card pulls, I'm sorry, on my Facebook. So if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you can see those there. I've been trying for the most part to put up a daily pull from it so everyone can get familiar with the deck and start to, okay, I pulled that out. I'm going to use that too as an opening. So the first one is positive expectations. So this is pretty self-explanatory. Expect positive energy in the month of October. Keep your expectations positive. It also gives me the energy of like the Three of Wands and expansion. Also, it's like the higher self's energies coming in and creating movements that is more positive. So they want you to be open. You can see her body posture here, open and receptive to it. I feel answers to prayers coming in and positive movement for the month of October. So we're going to see what the oracle, the Healing Hands oracle is, and we have citrine. And citrine is a very good stone of abundance and positivity as well. So this is also the sacral chakra is what I'm hearing is more important, is the color right now. So this is how this card is to be read as intuitively. So above and beyond it being about abundance, which we have 28, there's an abundance of good and positive energies coming in for October. The 2 is a partnership number. The 8 is the abundant number. It's also infinity, but I'm also getting sacral chakra. So that is the chakra of intimacy, sexuality, creativity. So this chakra being activated in a very positive way in regards to relationship in the month of October. And they're saying orange and black for Halloween too. So right around Halloween, when we'll be seeing orange and black, is also going to be around the 28th. Obviously, the number is and coming closer to Halloween, 28th to Halloween time, being very important for the sacral chakra for some that are watching. So very interesting how that comes up. I didn't even catch that until they said orange and black for Halloween. So I did pull this one off first, and there is a reason for it. We're going to see what it is, and it is the Empress. Interesting, because this gives me the energy of the Three of Wands, which is the number 3. So 3 is all about things coming together, creativity and fertility. Again, she's pregnant, so this is the womb chakra. This is the sacral chakra as most important, and bringing in new energies for the month of October. Okay, so very, very nice energy. So I'd already shuffled, and we're going to go from there. So who you are in your love story and what surrounds you in your love story at this time, and you're in that divine feminine energy of expectation, expectancy, expect, because she's pregnant, so it's expectancy, expect positive energies, and I'm definitely getting the Halloween time frame is important as well for you to see that, you know, being birthed into the relationship energies. So who you are, so that is part of it. So who you are outside of that is the moon. And we see the witch flying across the moon. So interesting. Kind of like a little funny there for Halloween. But the moon is also yin energy. And it's, again, being receptive, being open, just like we saw here, being in the position of being open to receive something positive. So being in that divine feminine receptivity, connecting to your intuition, and I think it was just Spirit's way of being a little bit funny, because I think this was the the main message here with the Empress. So you're in that expectant of something positive and movement. And again, they're indicating right around full moon time. And I'm also seeing Halloween. I don't really know the dates right now. I'm so far behind with things. I don't know if the full moon falls around Halloween. But it's definitely giving that vibe here too. So who your partner is in October's love story, what is their character, how are they behaving? And it is a Ten of Swords. So this card is interesting because we have the 10, which is new beginnings, but we see an ending here. We see he's like been kind of floored. You know, he's down. The swords can talk about being mentally defeated, allowing yourself to, allowing your thoughts to kind of bring you down, feeling stabbed in the back, just down in general. But this card is also saying, you can see the sun is in the card, so it's not a nasty energy where, you know, they've given up or they're, you know, it's a feeling of exhausted, but like kind of ready to take another stab at something, ready to, you can see he's reaching his hand out for the broom. It's like he's not going to be defeated. It's like he's given himself a break. He's been down, you know, he's been dealing with maybe being overwhelmed by situations or his own thoughts, or theirs. I don't want to say he in general, because this could be, you know, feminine energy as well. But they are, you know, there is positivity in this where they're reaching out to take new action. So this is how they are, you know, in the month of October. Kind of readying themselves after this period, you know, coming up with the positivity and the energy to kind of reach out and to take new action is where I'm, you know, the message that's coming. Who or what is blocking you from moving to the next chapter in your love story? And the fact that he's laying straight down, I'm going to leave it because they're just taking me into the positioning. Okay, what or who is blocking you from moving into the next chapter? And it is the Hierophant. So I feel like a higher power kind of energy right now. There is something that is needed. If you're not moving forward, the higher power energy is kind of stalling things. There's something else that needs worked out. There are things that need time to come into place. For some, this can be something traditional, but I'm overall getting energies of the higher powers. And this is something you have, you know, it's something that you kind of have little control over. I don't want to say you don't have any control over it. It could be just more time for you to come into center, because you can see them, they are doing mudras and meditation. So there could be more time for meditation and quiet time and reflection energies that are needed. But it's a higher power that is kind of stopping or causing a pause right now. If you're not moving. Not everyone's going to find that they're being blocked or they feel being blocked. But if you feel like you're being blocked, it's giving more time for, you know, each side to come into center, come into balance. Previous chapter of your story, what led up to now, and it's the Ace of Cups. So previous chapter wasn't negative in any aspect. Aces are positive, they're yeses to any questions. I feel that you could have been working on self, a lot of, you know, cleansing of your own emotions, working on something or dealing with something that's been emotionally cathartic for yourself, so it could be emotionally overwhelming. Kind of focused on self in the recent past, but not in a negative aspect. If it is felt negative or if it is felt emotionally like an upheaval, it's leading to something more positive. It's leading to, you can see those two kind of lovebird doves in the background here flying around. So everything is kind of like I can see on track and moving in the right direction. So however this came up or was felt for yourself, it is doing like cleansing work, and it is moving things in a positive direction. And it feels more I don't want to say self-centered in a bad way, but focus more on your own emotional cleanse and working on releasing emotions. Where you are in your love story. And they're kind of giving me the energy here I want to add. It feels like for a lot you are processing emotions regarding being alone or becoming more comfortable with being alone, which isn't a bad thing. You know, it's needed. You have to be comfortable with yourself. You have to have that self-love and self-care. But there are emotions that come up and through with that. So I feel for some that is what's been going on. So you may have been losing friends or family or dealing with that type of energy here. Where you are in your love story, present. And it's the Tower. So big change, and that's kind of going along with what this is, processing that, the changes that are going on, because that started to feel like some big changes. Because she's the only one in this picture, and it felt very singular. It felt very much a lone energy. So, you know, the Tower talks about that, you know, rebuilding foundations, and the structures that your life was standing on are, you know, kind of crumbling, and it can be a scary type of energy, or, you know, bring up different emotions, but they are being cleansed and worked through and processed, you can see in this picture. But it's definitely talking about things changing around you. So that is where you are right now. And that can change how you view and interact in your relationship as well. The next chapter in your love story, if you can move past the block in number 3, which wasn't necessarily a block, it was showing that the higher self, the higher realm, has control and is bringing things into center, and it is 6 of Swords. So you're going to move forward. 6 of Swords is talking about moving from one place to another into a better place. So you are going to be able to move forward. 6 is about balance and harmony as well. And definitely forward movement. And the end of the love story for October, and it is 7 of Wands. So 7 of Wands talks about being in the right place at the right time for me, being in the right position. Usually this person's elevated, but they're in a position to see what is coming at them. 7 is a spiritual number, so more in a spiritual energy and a position to kind of tackle the things that you need to in regards to relationship, being more active and engaged in regards to overcoming obstacles in the relationship. So you're kind of back in the game, where I feel it has gone a little bit more stagnant and introspective for a while in regards to this change that's happening. Things are going to move forward, and you're going to be able to kind of re-engage energetically and overcome some things that may have been, you know, going on in the relationship, things that need to be dealt with. You're going to be back and doing that. So let's look at the undercurrents. Undercurrent is the 4 of Wands, which is a good energy, and it talks about happiness, celebration, commitment, marriage, proposals. All those good energies are in the undercurrent, which I like to see. Telling me to pull a what needs to be surrendered for October. And we're going to end on that. So what needs to be surrendered for October is surrender stress. And we felt there could have been a little bit of that with the things that we're dealing with, some bigger energies. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to center. So I hope everyone has enjoyed the October What is Your Love Story, and I will be back soon with my Goddess Yama-Yai October reading, as well as my weekly reading soon, hopefully. Angel blessings.